Am I doing the intro?
I memorized the part where I said you have to do the intro because I don't know who those people are.
But then you went through an intro yourself.
Well, I was telling you what you should.
But you referred to me as Jared Huckabee in the intro.
Because I was being you.
Hey everybody, it's Ben Lesnick from Cloud Imperium Games. We are here to celebrate the first anniversary of the folks at TradTeam in the French community, who are an incredibly dedicated bunch of people who basically take all the content and news that we put out through the RSI platform and they translate it for the French community, which is fantastic. It's a great community, and they asked us to answer a couple questions that they have put together, and that's what I'm going to do.
It's going to be more work for you guys to translate.
So bonjour TradTeam and bon anniversaire.
All right. So
I want to hear you say bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. All right. So these questions have come directly from you guys, so I'm going to read them as is here. Question number 1, Ben, given how much lore content is created by CIG and Chris Roberts, given how much lore content is created by CIG and Chris Roberts' wish for the game to become an immersive cross-media experience, can we expect novels or collections of short stories, maybe even a TV show or a movie, to be produced in the Star Citizen universe?
I mean, this is absolutely a fingers crossed situation. Yeah. Yes, we want to do all those things and more. I mean, we talked about it since the very first start where we were daydreaming this thing up, because I came from Wing Commander, of course, and I love the Wing Commander games, but I also love the trashy tie-in novels and the animated series, and I have a Wing Commander candy bar. So if, someday we'll do the same for Star Citizen. We will reach out to every part of the universe. We want to finish the game first, get it out there, make it a huge success, and then infinite possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, we always talk about intentions. It's definitely something we'd love to look into, love to pursue. Whether it happens or not is dependent on the Star Citizen community and how successful the project is.
Keep letting us know you love that stuff, because sometimes the numbers don't show that people love that tie-in stuff. But I know, true geeks want that to happen. And I will say we have announced very early in the campaign we were going to do a novella, so that is definitely happening.
Yes, yes. All right, question number 2. In the future, once Squadron 42 and Star Citizen are playable in other languages, French for example, will the lore content already published on the RSI website, like stories, galactic guides, and shows, be translated back into French?
Fingers crossed. The toughest thing with translation is not actually doing it. It's coming up with the system through which it can be done. So that is much more of a problem for the game developers to solve. And I was actually looking through some of the tools for this that they've already developed. So we're already in this state where we're prepared to start translating. It's just we have to get there and make our plan and do it. As for the stuff like the old lore posts, jump point articles, the focus would always be to do the in-world stuff first. So we wouldn't go back and translate Wingman's Hangar or something, because it just isn't relevant anymore to folks. But there's definitely evergreen stuff we would want to do, and I think some of the ones you listed are exactly those.
Okay. This is sort of the same question, actually. Number 3 says, what about videos? When Squadron and Star Citizen are out, will we be able to watch them in other language subtitles? What about those published before the release? Will they be translated eventually?
Well, I mentioned the last one, it'll depend on the nature of the video. Something like the Hornet commercial, or stuff that really matters and is in the Star Citizen universe, that would be our first priority. I don't think you'll ever see all around the verses. But also, you probably don't need to, because folks like TradTeam and the other communities that translate to their specific languages are taking care of that news aspect. So, I know we look at our archives, we say, my gosh, there is an insane amount of stuff we have to do. But once you filter it into just lore stuff and the making of, it's a little bit separate.
Yeah, we're not in that place where we can do the translations now. When we get to that point in our development, when we can start doing localization on the new stuff, that has to be our first priority. The new stuff going forward, I would imagine. It's just going to be a question of resources and time management.
And I would say to the French community, to all the communities out there that want language-specific stuff, keep letting us know. You post to the forum or to Spectrum now that's the best way to advocate for that kind of thing. We want to hear from you. want to know what you want. And we do listen.
Number 4, the player who has the most recruits from your referral program is one of our sponsors, a streamer named AlphaCast. How did the studio and CM team react knowing it was a French guy that united so many people, given the fact that the French community is way smaller than the English one?
I don't think anybody was surprised. I mean, it was great to see. Obviously, the English-speaking community and the German-speaking community are our two largest. So it was great to see someone from outside that group.
Yes.
It was definitely a reminder that, hey, we have to keep thinking about these other groups. I mean, back in the Wing Commander days, you would, in Turtle Late Origin, you would localize EFG, which is English, French, German, and absolutely that matters.
Yes, yes. I remember when we found out around the anniversary live stream for 2015, if I remember correctly, that's where we announced. And whatnot. It was very exciting to see that it was a member of the French community.
Yeah, and I would say it's great. Keep it up. It's stuff like that helps make Star Citizen international. You know, I would hate the idea of Star Citizen just being an American game or just being a German game.
Absolutely not.
So it's folks like that who make it diverse and incredible and cool. And you know, and on the other hand, you know, there's a, you know, at night all cats are gray sense. You know, we aren't Americans, we aren't Frenchmen, we are citizens, Star Citizens. So it's good. It's all good.
Good job, AlphaCast. All right, number 5. This one's a bit longer. At CitizenCon, it was said that the community is the center of development of Star Citizen. It makes sense that CIG doesn't waste resources on translating temporary and ever-changing content. A lot of the fans are disappointed that there's no one dedicated on uniting other languages communities. There is a real need for CIG ambassadors in big communities around the world, such as German, Italian, French, etc. Someone who would be well informed of the whereabouts of the community he's in charge of, or its projects, ideas, initiatives, etc. Someone who would be able to share anything worthy directly to CIG, who would encourage, help, and support just as much as the English community. It would mean a unique and special relationship between the studio and its communities. Can we expect the studio to hear this, that there's a real need and dedicate at least one community manager to the French community, as well as actually every foreign community?
We definitely hear you. It's a matter of getting to the point where it makes sense to do that. Not even, I mean, it makes sense, we would love to do that right now.
Yeah,
but it's...
If we had an unlimited supply of money and people.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, you know, on the, you know, community marketing side, we try not to take too much away from the funding of the game. You know, if we take in, you know, $10,000 in some event, then that money is, in my mind, best spent on another Marquee event. Yeah. I think every person in the company is agreed that we dream of a point where we can have, you know,
community
10,
manager for every
50 Jared Huckabees and yeah,
or Tyler Wickens.
Yeah,
we'd love to have a person for every single community, and that's definitely a goal, an intention, something to shoot for. It's just right now, all that money that comes in, it's just much better served on the development of the game right now.
And it's not intended to slight any particular community at all. I think that's an important thing to get across. Is if I could do it, I would do it tomorrow.
Absolutely. It's all just resource management at this point,
yeah.
But definitely something on not only our wish lists, but a lot of wish lists.
Yeah, and I think probably the next step we'll see there is we'll have community folks at the other studios, and it'll just get bigger organically, because it has to.
Yep. And last question, but certainly not least, Ben, you used to live in France for years. Your job may not give you much time to go back there once in a while. Do you miss your life in Europe? What differences are the most noticeable between the old world and the new?
I miss France a great deal. When I was a kid, my dad worked for IBM, and they would send him away for a year at a time to, it would always be like Milwaukee. If you're not from the US, that's a very cold and wet place that no one wants to go. And my mom would just say, "See ya." And my dad would be gone for 6 months. By the time I was a teenager, they finally said, "Okay, we've sent you to this place enough. We're going to send you to Marseille instead, in the south of France." And of course, my mom said, "Well, then we're all moving." So I spent a couple of years living in Aix-en-Provence, and it's one of those idyllic memories in my head, one of those like incredible, like it was definitely formative for me. Like
your whole voice changed when you said the name of the place.
And it was. I mean, maybe it's hard to separate because maybe I think I was a kid, maybe I was a teen. Maybe that's just everybody looks back on that time in their life as this perfect thing, but that is definitely how I see it. Just this beautiful place. I mean, Aix is fountains, old Roman fountains and hot springs, and it's just you feel the age of the world there in a way that you don't in Washington D.C. or. So I loved it there. I would go back in a minute someday.
All right, let's go.
All right, we're off. See you guys in Aix.
All right, so thank you guys for taking the time not only to send us questions, but to, all the work that you guys do, translating our videos, translating our posts.
We appreciate it so much. I hope that it comes across that you guys are making our work possible.
Yes.
You're doing things we wish we could do, and you're helping Star Citizen happen. You're helping the community get bigger and better. It's cool.
Right.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
It's been a long time since I've had to speak French, but.
All right, so congratulations. Happy 1-year anniversary, everybody. I'm Jared.
I'm Ben. All our love, and we'll see you in the verse.
In the verse.
In the verse.
In the verse. We want to do the, no, in the verse? No, in the verse.
In the verse.